So hey guys, I'm here with the Quantum Cyclops goggles, and from the shots that you probably just saw, you can see that I did the professional dip on these goggles and made them look extra special. And the reason for that is because these are actually my favorite go-to goggles, besides my Fat Shark Dominator V1s, which I still have and are still rocking. So today I'm going to go over the reasons I think these are some of the best goggles for the money these days around. Bargain wise, quality wise, overall comfort on your face, and reception as well. So speaking of reception, as you guys know, I do a lot of long range and whatnot, so I put a 10 turn helical on the front of these, along with having a screen in front of me in case I lost signal with this. I can tell you that I've had these out to over 2 miles with a 10 turn helical antenna. A lot of guys are worried about this one-touch push button channel scanning feature, and I had a lot of misconceptions about it in the beginning, but I haven't had any problems being at a race situation, flipping through channels and going from the strongest signal to the next strongest signal, and so on and so forth. It doesn't just lock on to the strongest signal. Once you click past that strongest signal, let's say if you have your buddy next to you and it picks up his, you can click it and it'll go to the next strongest signal. So it'll pick up all the signals that are around. It just goes through them in chronological order according to the bands that are in there. So as far as screen type goggles, these are by far the most comfortable goggles that I've worn. I have the Quanum DIYs, I have the View XLs, and also the version 1 DIYs, but these take the cake by far. Straight out of the box, they're just solidly comfortable. I like the fact that you can take the packaging that it came with and use it as your carrying case. It keeps them nice and clean inside this box. You don't even have to take off your antenna, just bend it over, and it has plenty of room to sit inside the box. In my initial review video of this, and you can click on that link right over here, I actually changed out the Fresnel lens for a acrylic lens, and since then I've actually gone back to the Fresnel lens because I tend to prefer it. It's just a slightly wider view, field of view. It makes the picture look bigger basically. So just to let you guys know, I've gone back to that. So guys, these are the goggles that I go to if I'm not wearing a Fat Shark type of goggle. These fit the bill. They have high quality, they have low price, and they fit your face really comfortably. So I haven't had any problems with these since I've got them for review. You can do the battery modification that I did on mine if you click right up here. So guys, I've basically used these goggles for a wide range of applications. I've used them for fixed wing long range, racing FPV wings up at Kite Hill. I've used them for quadcopter flying and also inductrix just here in my office. These are, like I said, my go-to goggles. Okay guys, so you're probably wondering, is there anything that I do not like about the Quantum Cyclops goggles? And of course, no product can be exactly perfect. And I think there's two main things about these goggles that I don't like, which are pretty minor. One is a little bit more important than the other. The first part is the color on the screen that is depicted. Anytime you see some browns on the ground, and a lot of the places I fly has a lot of brown, but the browns tend to get a little reddish, and I've adjusted the color way down on it, and it definitely helps out, but you still get that reddish tinge in the screen. And the second thing is that sometimes these goggles will give up the image when you're flying around. Now, like I said, I had these out to 2.5 miles. Kept image the whole time, and it started getting kind of staticky, so I decided to switch from that point on with my my LCD monitor. But sometimes these goggles, when you go behind a building or you go behind trees, it tends to give up the signal for a split second, and then a split second it's back. But if you're doing quadcopter racing and you're going behind large trees and stuff like that, it might give you some problems. If you're just at an open field where you're going behind gates, that's not going to do anything for you. So those are my two minor gripes with these. Compared to the Quantum DIY goggles, these actually perform much better as far as the signal strength. That pretty much wraps it up for my long-term overview of these Quantum Cyclops goggles. Tell me what you guys think about the dip that I did on them. How do you guys like yours? And leave the comments in the description below. To find this product on the Hobby King website, click on the link below, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.